Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great evening or day depending on where you are. So I just got out of a Clubhouse room that's actually still going on about bullying on Clubhouse. And I'm here today to talk to you about what I love best, helping people write and publish their books to really help increase their visibility, credibility, and market reach. So a lot of people come to me and they really want to write a book. They know it's an important way to get seen by the right people, especially coaches and consultants. But they have so many fears around writing this book. They don't know where to start. They don't know how to do it. They don't know what to say. And they want to write a book, but they haven't made a decision to write a book. So I'm going to go through 4 quick ways to start writing your book, or 4 things you must know before writing your book. The first thing to do, and I go through this in my 9-step process in my group and one-on-one coaching programs, is to make that decision to write a book. Making that decision that you're going to do it once and for all, whether it takes you 5 days, 5 months, or 5 years, I think is critical, because 95% of the people who want to write a book never get started. That was something one of my coaches had shown me, that 95% of the people who want to write a book never get started. And, I've talked to people in their 60s recently who have told me they have a lot of regrets that they never made that decision to write their book. Some of them did make that decision, and they also decided to work with me to guide them along. And others are still out there, I'm guessing, wishing they could write a book, but not really having the courage to make the decision to do so. So that's the first thing to do. Make that decision to write your book. The second thing that's really important is to commit to a writing schedule. And this is the part that a lot of people can't stand when I mention it. So committing to a writing schedule, it does not have to mean you're sitting at the computer 3, 4, 5, 10 hours a day like Stephen King or John Grisham or some great novelists. Usually we're talking about a creative book or a business book when I'm working with potential clients. So I like to recommend 25-minute stretches. Those are also called Pomodoros, so you could write for 25 minutes. And I find that when you write that on your calendar, that really helps. Like, make that appointment with yourself. So that's the second thing to do. Commit to a writing schedule. It could be 1 day a week, 2 days a week, 3 days, 5 days, 7. The important thing is to commit to a schedule and stick to it. The next thing that's important to do is start writing where you feel comfortable. So a lot of people are like, well, Stephanie, where do I write the book? Do I write the beginning first? Do I write the end first? What do I write first? And I tell everybody what I'm about to tell you. Just start writing wherever you have the inspiration. Actually, as a writer, I write my introductions and conclusions last. So the best thing you can do is just sit there and write what feels comfortable to you. If you're writing a business book and you want to tell a story about a particular client, then sit down and write that story. The point is to get that first draft out, and it doesn't have to be in order. That's how you can work with a coach or an editor to get that in the right order. So, like I said, the third thing is to definitely just start writing wherever you feel the inspiration or the passion. The fourth thing to do is more of a do not do. It means don't question yourself as you go along. Don't edit as you go along. Don't send it to like your friends, your other coach, your family members, etc. Just write what's called I don't think I can say the S word on Instagram. Write a crappy first draft. And it's probably not going to be as crappy as you think it is, but if you sit there and second guess, send it to a bunch of people, even well-meaning, well-qualified people such as editors and coaches, you're going to get frustrated and stop. I've met too many people who were doing great on writing their book on their own, which is really awesome because most people can't write a book on their own. And they sent the chapter or chapters to some friends and family and got such negative feedback that they got frustrated and quit. And then they came to me a few years later saying, Stephanie, I need to finish this book. What do I do? So that is definitely something you do not want to do, like second guess yourself, interrupt the process by sending the chapters to other people, etc. Really, when I coach people through writing their book, if they really insist, I will look at their work during the sessions. But most of the time, I encourage them just to write it, and then at the end of it, we can go through a separate editing process, or I can refer them to another editor if they want another set of eyes on it. But it's just important to get that done. So what we've talked about is the importance of making a decision to write a book. Don't be one of those 95% of people who think about writing a book and never write a chapter of it. And you also want to commit to a writing schedule, even 25 minutes a time, one day a week, and put that on your calendar. And also, you want to write wherever you feel the inspiration. Don't get hung up on the mechanics like, oh, I need to start at the beginning, or I can't start at the end, or I can't start in the middle. Start wherever it feels right to you. And then the fourth step was more of a do not. Don't second guess yourself. Don't send it around to other people, even well-meaning professionals, for feedback. So if you liked what I had to say and are interested in writing your book before 2022, you can go to my link in the bio. I have a link tree, and the first one is schedule a complimentary discovery session. And what you can do is click that Calendly link and schedule time for us to talk. No high pressure, but let's just get you out of the indecision and see what we can do together going forward. Have an awesome day, everybody.